On last weekend's episode of 90 Day Fiance, Happily Ever After, Angela Deem's vicious fight with Michael took center stage. She flew to Nigeria, not to visit her husband, but to ambush and investigate him. When her surprise visit to his home in the middle of the night didn't lure him outside immediately, she began tearing up his car. But what caused the bloody injuries on Angela's hands that we saw on screen? Did production edit out part of her rampage? Did police handcuff her? It would be inaccurate to say that Angela Deem lost her cool. Over the years, she has demonstrated that she does not have any chill to begin with. But after Michael Ilesanmi once again refused her demand to delete his public Instagram account, she flew into yet another rage. This time, she was not in Georgia. So instead of screaming and raging into the phone, she drove from her hotel to Michael's home. Michael did not know that Angela was coming. He did not immediately emerge from his home. Would you? With a foul-mouthed rage monster yelling and screaming in the dark. He went from not knowing that she was in Nigeria at all to hearing her tear apart his vehicle. Despite her inescapable fury and detestable behavior, Angela is not actually a supervillain. Just a reality TV villain. The damage that she could inflict upon Michael's vehicle, which she claims is hers legally, had its limits. She did voice a threat to smash the windows of his car next. All to force him to come outside and face her wrath. Angela occupied herself tearing off Michael's license plates. She even instructed her friend and accomplice, Renee, to stash at least one in her purse. We hate to even speculate what was going through Angela's mind during this alarming tantrum. Angela's tantrum could not have had a justification, but it could have been understandable if we understood her official complaint. But Angela, who dances and flirts with men on TikTok and Instagram, had forbidden Michael from having a public Instagram. He explained his goal of becoming a paid influencer, but she also refused to send him more money, despite an alleged promise to do so until he got his visa. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to click on the bell icon to get new video updates. That wasn't to do him a favor, by the way. Angela didn't trust Michael to work and make his own money. Angela had become convinced that Michael's only purpose in having an Instagram would be to cheat. She also became enraged. Why? Because in her mind, any defiance on his part made him a bad partner. She wants an obedient husband, and, like all abusers, hopes that her rage and tantrums will not only quell his disagreements, but keep him walking on eggshells and eager to please her. Angela also talked herself into Michael's Instagram account, meaning that he is a scammer. She never fully explained how she made this irrational leap. It seems that, in her mind, having an Instagram must mean cheating, and cheating must mean scamming. There is no evidence for any of that outside of the chaos of her mind. Michael did eventually come outside, furious at the embarrassing scene, this nasty surprise, and the damage to his car. Angela alternated between screaming and yelling and even, to the camera, crying. Her comments to the camera seemed to take place just after the vicious fight. Why does she have, literal, blood on her wrists? Fan theories ranged from the cynical claims that it was stage makeup to the overly optimistic desire to see her arrested. But the simplest and most likely explanation is simply that Angela's attack on Michael's vehicle resulted in some injuries. It is not uncommon for abusers to injure themselves while damaging the belongings of their victims. And, in Angela's case, her physical infirmity could make it much easier to bleed from simply prying off license plates. It's not because she's that old. Despite appearances, she is only in her 50s. It's because of her lifelong addiction to cigarettes. Numerous viewers took to social media to speculate that her paper-thin smoker's skin could turn minor scrapes into bleeding wounds. That makes a lot of sense.